Welcome to the Every Tuesday Club. Thanks for the feedback you've been giving us and keep it coming in. You'll notice we'll make improvements to the club as we go on, and that's based on what you're telling us, so thank you. This week, let's talk about how you can boost the performance of somebody in your team. The first Every Tuesday Club, we focused on how positive reinforcement of behaviour that you want gets good performance. This week, let's tackle the tough message, when you have to tell an employee that you're not so happy with their performance, about what they're doing wrong and how you'd like it improved. Workplace surveys around New Zealand that I've seen consistently show that managers in New Zealand are not good at dealing with poor performance. In fact, they avoid it. I'm not sure why. It could be because of the employment law. People are scared that they'll get a personal grievance. It could be because we're just reluctant to tell people that they're not going well. But it's not only about losing the investment you're making in that individual, it is also a demotivator for other good workers to see someone performing poorly and getting away with it. So let's look at some principles that might help for you to deal with poor performance. The first principle is P equals SC squared. Performance equals skills multiplied by confidence squared. That is, confidence has more to do with improving performance than skills. Thus, in giving feedback about improving performance, we need to make sure that we maintain or boost that individual's confidence, and certainly not undermine it. I can recall a boss that I saw working once who consistently undermined the confidence of his team. He wasn't very good at giving positive feedback. In fact, it was deconstructive and always negative. As a result, he ended up saying to me, "I think they've lied on their resume. They said they could do this and they can't." I don't think they lied. I think the skill was still there, but their confidence was so eroded that they couldn't apply that skill for the benefit of this guy's business. In the end, he was the one who lost out. The second principle to remember is that to maintain that confidence, we need to focus on giving feedback and talking about the event or the performance and its impact on the business, not the trait or the individual. Depersonalise the language you use. Say, "When our monthly reporting figures are incorrect, we provide poor information to management and that leads to," and so on. Rather than, "You made a mistake on the reports again. It was so embarrassing. You're really not paying attention to your work, are you?" We need to be aware of blame culture. Blame culture can stem from when leaders start giving feedback which is personalised and makes the person feel guilty about their performance at work. That's actually going to undermine their confidence and lead to worse performance. In my work, I've seen blame culture tear apart teams and organisations quicker than anything else. So let's be careful of it. The third principle is to make sure that we focus on the employee owning the solution, not the problem. What this means is that they'll take responsibility for the change in behaviour that you require rather than feeling bad about what went wrong. The fourth and final principle is 2 to 24. What I mean by that is give the feedback at least 2 hours after the poor performance and within 24 hours. 2 hours allows you to cool down and 24 hours means it's still relevant. Let's not forget that the most important part of success in our role as a manager or leader is the people that we work with and how they perform. It's the most difficult part of our work, and I hope these tips will be useful this week in boosting someone's performance in your team. I'll see you next week.